This exact script has allowed me to earn a few thousand in free Bitcoin in a matter of minutes, and now I'm giving it away for absolutely free, so stay tuned. Hello go-getters, I'm the top 4, and today I'm going to show you how you can get free Bitcoin per click. And if you manage to implement this strategy successfully, you can earn up to 1 Bitcoin in 1 day automatically. Now the best part is that you will still be able to use this method in 2024, and that means even if you're not watching this video as soon as it was released, you should still be able to make some serious profits. Now if you have been watching my videos for quite some time, you should know that some of the methods we cover on this channel are very easy to implement, but others require a little bit of patience and work. However, this one is aimed at complete beginners, and I believe that anyone can make some profits by implementing the secrets that I'm about to show you. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, then please drop us a like, hit the subscribe button, and let's jump right into it. We're going to use quite a few websites today in order to make this work, and the first thing I want you to do, which is step number 1, is connecting to Shrink Pay, and another very similar website, which is called Shrinker.com. Now they are basically the same. They also look very similar. You can see here that the home pages are basically the same, but we are going to make use of both of them in order to maximize our profits, and I'm going to show you in just a second what I'm talking about. Now these websites are link shorteners. That means that you can copy any URL and paste it in here, and they are going to give you a shortened version of that link. And now you might wonder, why would anyone want to shorten any URL? Well, if you have an affiliate link or a referral link that you want to send to people, you can have it look like this, because it's too long and people are going to look away from it most likely. But this website will actually help you come up with a shortened version that you can share with your friends or any other people. Now in order to do that, you would have to first sign up. Now this is completely free to do. You only have to enter in a username, an email address, and a password, and that's all it takes. And there it goes. This is the new version of the link, which will redirect people to the same web page, but this will actually get you monetized. I'm going to show you in just a bit exactly how you do that. I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step, but for now I just want you to understand the concept so we can move on to the second step of the method. But before we do that, I also want you guys to log into your account on Shrink. Come on now, if you don't have one, it's basically the same thing. You only have to enter in your credentials there, and that's it. You are all set, and we can move on to the next step. And these guys have made quite a good job of explaining the entire process. As you can see, the first thing you need to do on the website once you connect to it is create an account, and we have just done that, after which you will shorten your link, and I have illustrated that just a second ago, and that will give you money for absolutely free. And I'm going to show you a way that you can maximize your profits and make sure you're not leaving money on the table. And here is the part that you are all waiting for now. How can you start making money with this website? Well, it's just 3 steps. You create an account, you create the link and post it, and for every visit you earn money. Is just that easy. And it really is. Now guys, you are not selling anything, you are not doing affiliate marketing, you are not referring people to the website. And now you might wonder, why would they pay me? Now if you take the time to paste that link in a new tab, as I'm going to do right now, you can see that they are not going to redirect you straight to the website you intended to drive traffic to, and instead they will take you through a middle page where they are going to display a bunch of different ads. And that is how these guys get their revenue. Advertisers are paying them in order to display those ads, and they are sharing part of their ad revenue. It's basically a win-win situation. You are both profiting off of these advertisers that are willing to pay in order to get those products, their products, in front of as many people as possible. And the second website functions in a very similar way. I'm going to let you do that experiment on your own because I don't want you guys to waste any time. But now if you actually take a look at this, you can see that the minimum payout is set at $5. Don't worry, this is not $5,000, it is just $5, and I'm going to illustrate that in just a second. But now here is something that I really wanted to point out. If you take a look at the stats of this website, you can see that it's got over 10 million total clicks and also over 12,000 registered users. But that is not a lot compared to the other website. Here are 36 million total clicks and also 400,000 registered users. So these guys at Shrinker.com have been in the business for a longer time than the other website. But that means that this is fair linear. Not a lot of people know about it, and you can definitely take advantage of that and make some net profits, as I'm going to show in a bit. But now once you have logged into your account, once you have a new account on both of these websites, we can move on to the second step, which is connecting to our dashboard. and I'm going to click on this button and see what happens. Eventually, you should be able to see your dashboard, which will look something like this. You will be able to see your title views, title earnings, and so on. And just for the record, I wanted to click on that link and see if it actually works. And as you can see, I've got one total view which I made, and they have added my earning things right away. I'm going to show you how you can leverage this method and get hundreds or even thousands of clicks to your link. They will also show you your CPM, but that will highly depend on the country that your audience is coming from. We'll go in depth about that as well, but for now I want you to point out the withdrawal methods that you have, because it is not very clear if you go over to the left hand side to the withdraw button. Here, it is not very clear how you can actually withdraw your money. As you can see, they give you some instructions. They say that you need to first fill your profile. You have to complete that in order to be able to withdraw, and you would have to click here. Let's see what happens if we do that. Now, if you look closely on the right hand side, you can definitely see that they've got quite a few different withdrawal options. They've got Payer, PayPal, Web Money, and so on. But for now, I want you to focus on Bitcoin, because that was the entire point of this video. Now you can definitely see that Bitcoin has the highest threshold. Now, unlike the others, you would have to get your balance all the way up to $20 before being able to withdraw. That is not very fortunate, but we have to make use of what we got. Now, if you decide to give Bitcoin a try, which I believe is a very good decision, you can take a look at this line of text here that says for Bitcoin, you only need to add your Bitcoin wallet address. Now, I believe that you have that. I'm not going to walk you through the tutorial as to how to create your Bitcoin address. I'm going to assume you already have one, and you can paste that address in here. Also, feel free to add your first name, address, city, zip code, and so on here, because your profile needs to be complete in order for you to actually withdraw your profits and not waste any time. But I know you guys like precise figures, so let's take a look at the publisher rates. These are the payout rates that you can get for driving traffic to your link. If we go over to Shrink P and we click on publisher rates, we should be able to see all of these rates here, and depending on where your audience is coming from, you can get a certain amount of money. For instance, for us viewers, you can get $5 for every 1,000 views. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but I'm going to show you quite a few different ways that you can get traffic, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you to get a few thousand views in a few minutes. Now remember guys, this was a fairly new website compared to the other one, so if we go over to shrinker.com and click on publisher rates, we should be able to see that these guys have actually got rates that are a little bit higher. For instance, this audience will get you $7 for 1,000 views compared to $5. But the way I recommend you go about this is make use of both of the websites. So instead of $5 or $7, you can get $12 for absolutely free doing the same exact work. And once again, they make it very clear here, Bitcoin is also withdrawal options, so no worries about that. You can definitely make some free Bitcoin with this method. And now you might say, well, I know how these websites work. I completely understand the process, but now I need to know how to drive traffic to those shortened links. Don't worry, because I've got you covered. And just like that, we are already moving on to the third step, and this is the one that is going to basically generate money for us automatically. Now I want you guys to go over to reddit.com and type something like "make money online." This is a very powerful keyword. You can also search that on YouTube, and you will see a lot of results. People are looking for ways to make money online, especially now that they have been spending quite some time at home. Now this particular search should be able to display a lot of different conversations that people have had on Reddit. And at this point, you are free to join any conversation here. People are actually interested in how to make money online, and you can provide them with a genuine solution, because as you could see, these websites that we have just reviewed basically pay you for getting some clicks, and that is not something too difficult to do, and people will most likely be interested in making some extra cash that way. Now guys, you can start spamming the internet with your links. That might get a few clicks for you, but that will not generate too much money, and you would be missing out on this huge opportunity. And instead, here is how I would personally implement this method. Now you don't have to do the exact things I'm doing, but if you wish to, you can do so. The next thing I would do is go over to any Google Doc and type in something like "thanks for being here." Here's a way of making money online that I have just discovered, because guys, you need to build trust. You need to make people trust you in order to click on those links, and actually you need to provide them with value. Now it basically involves using a couple websites and spending 5 minutes of your time at most, and here is where you would pass step number 1 and also step number 2. Now let's hope this works out for you and you're able to make some serious profits. Now I want you to open another Google Doc and paste this step 1 separately so you can write anything you want. You can basically copy everything that I'm saying now and paste it in here. Just type that in, and that's it. Just tell them to connect to both of the websites that we have reviewed today. Now what you need to do with this link of the Google Doc you got here is copy that into your Seaboard and go over to either Shrink, Pay, or Shrinker. I'm going to choose the second option for now. Let's click on that arrow and that should be able to provide us with a new link. Now copy that link once again into your Seaboard and go over to the main page here to the main doc. And at step number 1, you need to paste that link. It will automatically make it a hyperlink. Well, if it doesn't, you can right-click on it, and that will allow you to make it a link by clicking on this option here. And basically, you can repeat that process, write as much as you want in here. It doesn't really matter. You just need to provide them with some value. Now, once you're done with that, copy the link once again, go over to the first website, let's say paste it in here, and that will provide us with a new link. Copy that once again, go over to the main document, paste it in here, select that, make it a link, because that's very important. If you just leave it as text, that will not generate any clicks and you would be wasting your time. And at this point, I want you to also copy the link of the main document that you have created, the one that I have entitled Make Money Per Click. Go over to Shrinker and paste it in here and get a shortened link. I've done exactly that. I'm going to click on that, copy the link, and here it is. And now I want you to go back to Reddit, go to any conversation in this list and paste it in here. Paste it in the comments after you have logged into your account, and that will allow you to get the traffic you need. And guys, you can get 3 different clicks for each and every single person that sees your comment. That means that you can basically get 3 times more money for the same traffic. Now I want you to take action. That's it for now, and I will see you next time.